move it around, and the louder it squeals, the closer you are. Spare me your juvenile wit, please. Well, what are you waiting for? Ah, one more thing. Thank you, Geralt.
Vamos lá, fazer missãozinha pra Yen. Gadíssimo. E aí, galera, eu acabei de tomar um spoiler aqui. Eu sei que a Kaer mohren vai ser destruída.
Oh, got a signal. Signal's growing stronger. Signal's growing stronger. Long, lonely winters breed some pretty strange ideas. Long, lonely winters breed some pretty strange ideas.
Essa armadura aqui fazendo Kaer parecer um...
So, Yennefer found a volunteer.
Can we talk? I'm looking. How can I help? You think universals exist as real and distinct entities?
Eu também.
So long.
Homem mais feio vivo.
Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot. Mounted witchering just never took off.
Look at the fire. Now look here. Pupils functioning normal. Hold this.
Ah, there you are. Getting warmer. Warmer.
No reaction to diarrhea.
Hot. Ah, there you are. Mounted witchering just never took off. Disturbance is coming from there. What's in these crates?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert made them.
No wonder the megascope doesn't work. All right, gotta get him out of here.
I can do that. Rather you not make a mess of my shelves. Just keep an eye on Uma.
Yes, Uncle Vesemir. How goes it? Vesemir's not working you too hard, I hope.
Uma.
Thought so.
Concordo.
All done. You can go. Now, let's check your conditioned reflexes.
Cara, eu ainda acho bizarro. Não.
See.
Me encontrar com a Jen. Ficou meio triste também, só de raiva.
Thank you. Seems to be working now. What was it?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert left them by the beds.
I suppose he had no idea they could interfere with my megascope?
You know, Lambert's not exactly an expert on megascopes, so...
Please. Lambert is mean, not stupid. Enough. Ready for this conversation?
Sure you want me here? Members of the Lodge don't let just anyone in on their secrets, or so I've heard.
Consider it a token of our trust. Now let's begin. And Geralt, behave, please.
Didn't you just say you trust me?
Stop twisting my words.
Kednel Yennefer at Vengerberg. Gwynblade?
Kedmil and Severn.
Why have you summoned me?
We've come up against a curse. One we must lift. It was uttered in a dialect of Elder speech unfamiliar to me.
I see. The words of the curse?
Vafel Elaine, Kedmil Foli, Gledev Don Eptenid, Bondro Isne Iacus.
Recognize the dialect?
Lathan Undod.
Meaning?
The so-called One speech, a forgotten language dating from before
The migration?
Later, Geralt.
Take it you've heard the words before.
Yes, in legends. Of the kind that do not end happily.
Can you help us with the curse?
To a degree. Agnes de Glanville's incantation, combined with Elder's triangle, inverted, of course. They are your only possible recourse. But I cannot guarantee that even they will suffice.
Thank you, Severn. Vafel.
That does not conclude our conversation.
Let me guess. You want something in return.
If I may, Gwynblade, I'd like to request. Stop guessing. Just listen. The time of the white frost and white light is...
Porra, Yennefer, como é que eu vou saber, caralho? Já vai ficar puta comigo.
I know Ithlin's prophecy.
I don't
Caralho, tem que mudar esse cabelo do Geralt, é uma bosta, hein?
The Elder Blood can initiate the final age, the time of the end, or stop it. Remember this, Gwynblade, for you will be the one to determine if the seed bursts into flames.
Any idea what she was talking about?
Ciri, of course.
Wish everyone would just leave her the hell alone.
Wouldn't count on it.
What was that about? The migration?
Good gods. Did they teach you no history here?
No. Vesemir figured sword work would be more useful on the path. Gonna answer me?
Naturally. One's never too old to learn. The Ensei and the NN elves were once one folk, the En Undod. Then came a cataclysm. No one knows its nature. The En Undod were forced to leave their world. They split along the way.
So if this curse was uttered in this Lathan Undod...
Then it's old. Very, very old.
All in all, interesting conversation. What now?
You can start by apologizing for acting like a boor, despite my asking you not to.
Ah!
I'm sorry. It's just when Ida started in with that patronizing tone...
You decided to prove she was completely justified to adopt that attitude. Well done, Geralt. Bravo. Oh, enough. Finish whatever it was you and the boys were planning to do. Then we'll begin.
Deixa eu fazer a missão da Trias. Vou fazer a missão da Trias. Ver se eu vou gostar dela. Mano, não tem outra. Me, 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 me.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist on dark spells. To the...
Sick of it.
White Wolf.
Greetings,
Do?
which was...
Oh, eons ago. You and Master Dan...
So
Oh, of course it had. So, shall I summon the girls? Just remember, this is a decent establishment. Pause to yourself to...
I'd love to meet the rising...
You still aim to get 10 cases of Estes for the feast. I'm not sure I understand.
I was made for loving.
Could it be that all roads...
Any girl in...
You'd like Narcissa? Perhaps not the prettiest, but she's by far the most inventive.
Actually,
Take.
Yesterday, the juicy bit from the last race day, the Vagal runs. The Kaviri Lex waged a whole bundle of villages, and he lost.
Such are the times, my good fellow.
Greetings to the honourable gentleman. Welcome. Make yourself at home. What have you come for? We're prepared to fulfill your every whim.
The passive florist.
We do all to please our patrons and...
Nice meet.
Very well. But what about the trade we do with the Empire?
Won't find any better. From the Yaruga to the Dragon Mountains. Oh, wolfy. I was made for loving.
There must be order.
So, how you go with this healer? I was faffing about, minding my own business, when suddenly up he pops and heals me. That was profitable in case of leprosy 1 minute. Next thing I know... What is it?
Like a new race teach. You're a bigger rat than me.
Wash your hair, lady.
What village are you from?
Will Ives. Sits in the idiot who goes road for the Zima.
I repeat, I did not get it.
What's the hurry? Easy.
Oh, jackass!
Scandalous. Letting such miscreants into the city.
God, the Reapers come for me.
You always wear tight trousers.
Now you...
And shit, gentleman tramp.
No. Sit all down to the room. What do you have on offer?
Redanian dumpling.
How do you know I'm a...
You joking? Silver blades. Who else?
40 and a half. Still impressed.
I'm Ibir Hattori.
Geralt of Rivia.
A pleasure, Geralt. How might I help you? Care to...
Looking for a good swordsmith.
3 swords on your back. A bit much.
Good one. But all jests aside.
Really? It's...
Don't know what you're talking about.
I shan't greet a witcher with dumplings.
Quite a collection. Premium quality.
Thank you. I've kept these as mementos.
Damn shame you don't make them anymore. I'd gladly replace what I have with this kind of steel. Someone with your skills? Why the hell are you needing dough?
This might surprise you. The pay is better. But above all, it's much safer. Food vendors rarely disappear or end up as cripples.
I see. Someone controlling Novigrad?
Not officially, though all supply...
Ernst Van Horn. Who's that?
Modest beginnings. A small dockside workshop. However, he proved extremely ambitious. He knew he could not compete with other swordmen.
Other methods?
A bit of slander here. Buying business debt cheaply and taking over there. And whenever the competition was a ploughing non-human, he'd accuse them of being avatars.
Is that how he did you in?
I did not give up without a fight. I went to town hall, negotiated. Alas, it was all in vain.
Tried negotiating?
With Van Horn? Do you jest? He's a proper heartless bastard. Either play by his rules and...
I see.
But I shan't complain.
You miss the heat of the forge.
Those rogues of the underworld control all the sources.
Want me to help you get...
Just come with me to a meeting. As my bodyguard, it'll bolster my confidence. Truth be told, not so long ago, I tried negotiating some iron deliveries with...
Right. King wouldn't worry about an embargo Cleaver imposed. Could I choose something from your collection?
Oh, forget this rubbish. I shall forge you a sword fit for killing gods.
I don't know. Criminal underworld. Not really sure I want to meddle with them.
I badly need your help. Van Horn is a Van Horsen. He must be taught a...
Fine.
Splendid.
Open up.
See you.
A legend cannot be killed, can it?
Wanna bite me?
Sod off. What is it, Grey Boy? Looking for adventure?
Ain't it a kingfisher? You're sorted for at least...
The last? What's the fuss about? Can you not treat me as a bit...
Why are you even talking to him, Duke? I've always maintained 2 smashed knees are worth 1,000 words.
There a problem?
A problem? We'll have our...
What?
Next time. Right.
He's getting
Not gonna...
fine.
And for... Big...
I've buried my whole family. Blackwood's killed my son. Lost my wife to dysentery.
Ah, quero mudar essa porra desse Geralt. Caralho, cadê aqui, mano? Tem um ponto de viagem rápido aqui perto.
Fucking A-Oars.
Fucking calm yourself!
Think I pissed me trousers. Cyprian wines. Looking to make some coins. A witcher.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer mohren.
Hey there! Come take a gander.
Wonder if he's as strong as he looks.
Would you like to bathe?
Maybe.
Porra, bicho, onde é que eu corto a porra do cabelo, caralho? Filha da puta, por que você não mostra no mapa, cara? Mostra depois essa merda. Caralho.
Hey, Shista. Take it you're good.
Seeing something.
Nossa, que merda. Nossa, piorou. Cabelo padrão que combina mais com eles. Resto. Nossa.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer mohren.
What say you we up over to a brothel, is it? Nothing hurts as much as help, save me. I'm dying.
Never fight a Witcher.
Eternal fire. Eight of the kingfisher, you're sorted for at least 2. Fire! Yes? Who are you here for?
Triss.
Told her from the start. No men, no pets. 'Tis a decent house for decent folk.
Don't worry, won't stay long.
Geralt, I've got a problem. Can we talk?
Yes, Geralt?
Been in Novigrad long?
Long enough to know how not to get caught and survive.
And before you came here, where were you?
Oh, places where I managed to get by without your help too. Which doesn't mean I'm not happy to see you.
Feel all right?
So. Why do you ask?
Been wondering. How's your hand? Your fingers?
They'll heal. Listen, it was my idea. I knew exactly what I was getting into. Don't need to worry about me. Gladly.
You,
It'll be a...
You know what I mean.
What am I supposed to say? I mean, I knew you and Yennefer... that you'd end up back together. It was a lost cause. Always.
I guess so. I just don't want you to...
Can we not dwell on it? I need to focus on other things now.
Right. What did you want to...
I got a strange message. I don't quite know what to think.
Who was it from?
Ingrid Vegelbud's servant. Apparently, Lady Vegelbud's prepared to donate a tidy sum. She wants to help mages escape from Novigrad.
Guessing this wouldn't be a selfless act of charity.
You guess right. And that's my problem. Vegelbud needs a favor from me. No details in the letter, unfortunately. I'm supposed to meet the servant at the fish market. Says he needs to explain everything face to face, but these days I can't be sure meeting him's a good idea.
What are you afraid of it?
That it's a trap. On the one hand, it's an opportunity I can't afford to let...
Nobody expects you to risk your life.
I expect that of myself. The thing is, when I didn't know what happens when the witch hunters get their hands on you.
You could have escaped at any time.
I know, but I was still terrified. What if they fetter me in real Dimeridian? You won't always be there to help.
Who's this Ingrid
The Vegelbuds are one of the city's most influential families. Somewhat atypical, the women have been in charge for generations. Patricia Vegelbud's the current mater familias. Ingrid's her daughter.
Know her personally?
No, seen her, that's all. And I've heard rumors. She's admired in Novigrad for her business acumen, and adored for the lavish balls she throws at the family estate outside town.
Though the balls probably serve her business interests in some way. Don't like this at all, but you seem determined.
Thank you.
The servant. How are you supposed to contact him?
Said I'd recognize him. He'll be in a blue tunic, have a load of keys strapped to his belt. I'm supposed to ask him about the price for his trout.
Gotta be kidding me. He tell you to come holding a red rose?
He doesn't mention flowers. But I won't refuse if you feel like giving me some.
It's a fish market, Triss. Be able to get you some salted cod at best. Think it'll be better if I talk to the mystery man in the blue tunic.
He's expecting to meet me.
You just wait nearby. I'll make sure that note didn't come from the witch hunters. Then you come in.
Mm-hmm. Fine. Let's meet there.
God, the Reapers come for me.
Double shades.
What's he doing here?
Lots of blue jerkins. Interesting.
Ah.
Think I pissed me trousers.
Hey, you. Seen any prime fillies?
Oh, pizza rank.
People! Watch it, tramp. Novigrad's not your stomping ground.
Yeah?
Know where I can...
Perhaps. But it wasn't you I was to meet, sir.
Want to talk to the letter's recipient?
Caution would advise...
Caution's advising you not to argue.
Seems I've got no choice. This way. It's not far.
Oh! Ah!
Get him.
Pathetic.
Thank you. Let's go.
What did they want from you?
I've no clue. First time I've laid eyes on them. Maybe... Well, recently someone's been trying to question our messengers about the young Count. Hold on. Where's Miss Marigold? You was to come alone, miss.
If not for him, that trio would have dragged you in for questioning. The tall one was Valdo Muris. Works for the witch hunters.
Aye, you're surely right, miss. It just weren't what I expected, since Lady Vegelbud...
Now that we're past the initial courtesies, maybe you can tell us who you are.
Lady Vegelbud's valet. I meant you no offence, sir.
Why wouldn't Lady Vegelbud meet with me personally?
She was afraid they'd follow her.
Been a nervous wreck of London.
So what's this about? Beast?
Lady Vegelbud's son. He's the problem.
I'm doing a lot better now. Crazy. And at 19, I...
I bet it's pink. I bet it's pink.
The locker door? I got you. Boy. The locker door? I got you. Fart about a fart, light fart. Assassins, assassins, assassins.
Master Albert's taken an interest in alchemy. Temple Guard's gotten wind.
Wouldn't worry about the guard, but since the mage hunters tried to grab you, I'd say Albert's in serious trouble.
Aye. Lady Vegelbud bought off the guardsman, since the hunters pay for every mage revealed to them.
Guardsman took a bribe from the frightened family and whispered a word to the hunters anyway. How'd Ingrid Vegelbud?
We learned Miss Marigold had... Myra...
Makes sense. Myra mentioned treating a highborn lady to me once.
Seems Albert needs to disappear soon as possible.
I can arrange that. Think young Vegelbud can slip out of the house unnoticed?
Tain't that simple, sadly. Master Albert's in hiding at the Vegelbud's country estate. Lady Ingrid's got the notion she can get him out quietly. Wants to throw a lavish masquerade ball.
Am I supposed to attend? Help him escape?
Aye. We'll not manage without you, miss. Lady Vegelbud fears the Alps being watched.
If the hunters are after Albert, I doubt some merrymaking will distract them.
Geralt, a ball at the Vagelbuds is hardly some merrymaking. Word is, at the last one they served 100 different desserts. And the fire...
What with the war and all, Milady's ordained but 85 desserts. Won't be no candied petals or blue roses from this air. The roses have become dreadfully hard to come by.
Oh, I'd love to see it all.
Expect any trouble during the ball?
Hardest part will be to keep Master Albert's departure a secret from his grandmother.
Is that necessary?
Lady Patricia's a fervent believer of the eternal fire. Knows naught about Albert's interests in alchemy. Luckily, the elder Lady Vagelbuds are...
Truly an atypical family.
I'm not one to judge.
Hope we won't have to stay till the end.
You're coming with me?
Of course I am. Not about to send you into what could prove to be the lion's den by yourself. Think about it. 85 desserts, while you're still trying to keep your waist at 22 inches.
Geralt, please. How do we get to the residence?
Your invitation. Take it. Guard at the gate will have instructions for you. You're to wear a fox mask, all right? Good luck to you.
Think we can head there now?
You're kidding, right? We have to prepare. Change clothes. Most importantly, buy our masks. I bet you can get everything we need for the ball at Eliel's shop. You know it?
Been there before. Eliel's a friend of Dandelion's. Just masks, right? Probably don't need to wear a doublet, do I?
A doublet, Geralt. And it's not up for discussion. Take care of that, then come and see me.
A cara do Geralt. Já fiz minha escolha, infelizmente.
Ah! Get up! What's your hair, lady?
Leave me alone. You've mistaken me for someone else.
You're the only one here's made a mistake. Now step up some crowds.
What village are you from? Will I
Oh!
have a drift of infant Have a drift of infant Temeria.
Oh! Got a piece like a racehorse.
Odd though he is, girls can't seem to look away.
That gurn.
Greetings.
Glad.
Of course, please.
Beaver boogers. Hey, free boy.
Wow. Diamond fight.
It's
Father of
Sparrow too.
Self at home. Track mudding all over the floors.
Oh my. Certainly took my request to heart.
Mean you weren't being serious? Still got time to change.
Don't you dare. You look great. You get everything?
Learn anything else about Albert?
Well, almost none of the mages have heard of him. An amateur, I guess.
So why the interest? Temple guards first, then hunters?
He's easy prey, and that's exactly why we should help him.
Everything's ready. We can go.
A shame events like this are so rare. Without them, I'd never get to see you dressed up.
Damn doublets chafing my armpits. And it feels like they sewed wires into this.
I'll be sure to admire your valiant suffering the whole time. Well then, shall we go?
Greetings, my lord, my lady.
We're Lady Ingrid Vegelbud's guests.
Your invitation, please. All's in order. You'll find Lady Vegelbud in the estate's yard. Look for the parrot mask. One more thing. Leave your swords here, please.
Fine.
A pleasant evening to you both.
It's beautiful here. I haven't been outside the city in ages.
How could he? With that scrawny harlot.
Well, now, don't cry. After all, he's not the
Hello,
only...
Vivian. No use pretending you don't know.
So dreadfully, though.
Is that any way to treat an old mate? Refuse to acknowledge him?
There's been a mistake. I don't know you, sir.
Don't be foolish, Vivian. I'd recognize that mane anywhere. You might play the great dame now, but before that Baron Edward something pulled you from the gutter, you were a common...
Enough. The lady said she doesn't know you.
Who's this? The new one? Older than the last, it seems. A decrepit, moss-covered prick. So, the less they can, the more they pay. Is that it?
Let's go, Triss. Wouldn't want to make a scene.
Vivian! Hey! Oh, I liked you much better when you worked the carriages outside the passive floor. Come back!
What a jackass.
I'm not done with you.
I'm a
Moritz, what are you doing here?
Little Miss Miracle. Well, well. And I was led to believe this would be an elegant affair.
Yes, I missed you too. But can we put that aside for now? Do you have a way out of Novigrad? You can join us if you want.
The Witcher 3. Wild Hunt. Triss or Yennefer? Fans of The Witcher will forever be divided between Triss and Yennefer. Yennefer loves Geralt and is like a mother to Ciri. Triss is Geralt's close friend and helps Ciri in Kaer. Do you like Yennefer's strong and sometimes combative independence and ice-cold personality? Or do you prefer Triss's sweeter nature and more traditional heroic tendencies? What do you think of Triss's use of Geralt's amnesia? Is Yennefer callous and cold? Or just a strong mother? These are just some of the questions you'll have to wrestle with throughout the third Witcher. And no, you can't choose both. The Witcher 3. Wild Hunt. Triss or Yennefer? Fans of The Witcher will forever be divided between Triss and Yennefer. Yennefer loves Geralt and is like a mother to Ciri. Triss is Geralt's close friend and helps Ciri in Kaer. Do you like Yennefer's strong and Yennefer versus Triss, the Witcher 3 debate that has raged on for nearly a decade. Who should you choose? Who is better? Which of the two has the less controversial past? Today, I hope to answer those questions with as little bias as possible. For most of this video, I'll be teaming with Lewis. If you wanted a not too long but detailed and easy to follow explanation of what exactly the issues people have with pre-Witcher 3 Triss are, or what the real and rocky basis of Yen and Geralt's relationship is, I really went as far out of my way as humanly possible to do this topic justice, because there are quite a few elements of both of their stories that are rarely brought up. If you're worried about the book spoiler content of this video, I do mostly keep it focused in on the relationships without talking much about the broader story of the saga, with the exception being the second half of the Book Yen section, and there's another warning for you at that point. Also, somewhere buried in this video is a dark confession that may shake you to your core, especially if you're a long-time viewer. What I'm going to do first is take on the major controversies surrounding each character leading up to the events of the third game, because ultimately this is a Witcher 3 debate. First, let's set the record straight with Book Triss, and make one thing very clear. Yennefer versus Triss is not a conversation in the books. In fact, if you're just looking at what happens before the games, Triss is barely even worth a mention when it comes to being a love interest for Geralt. That's not me being a Triss hater, it's just that outside of a few chapters, she's barely in the books, and is firmly a side character, and not even one of the most important ones. What's more is that Book Triss is very different, at least on the surface, from the Triss we meet in Witcher 3's Novigrad. While those who are a fan of Triss from the third game alone might describe
Triss, not what we're here for.
No, it's exactly why we're here. Well, Moritz?
Join you? And just who would I join?
Your friends, among others. Once we've all gathered, I'll lead you.
You will lead. Forgive me, Marigold, but that is like allowing myself to be led by a lame duck. Farewell.
Didn't like that guy. Why'd you insist on talking to him?
He's an old friend. His name's Moritz Diefenfeld. Tell you the story later. Oh, let's look around.
Baths are
My,
in silk.
is he ever
I highly recommend you visit.
Apparently, they have this contraption passing away.
Tis an offence to
This is dull.
Been to the scene.
I bid you a cool
word is.
Ah, another challenger.
What happened to him?
Some good men took him aside to prevent him from... So, first you shall face Mark. The man can afford to lose, so he's like...
Let's do it.
Ah, que porra é essa? Vai tomar no cu, filha da puta.
Now you must win it back. First, you shall say the man can afford to lose, so he's...
Not in the mood.
Word is, it's more like a pigsty than a capital.
Vai se fuder.
Excuse me a moment. Miss? Yes, it's me. The trout buyer? Oh, yes, of course. Please excuse the precautions, but perhaps we could speak somewhere in private.
Now you put down your weapons.
This little detail is why Triss is so much better than Yennefer. As part of The Witcher 2's main story, you have to search for a flower called the Rose of Remembrance. Once you find the flower, you can give one to Triss. This one's for you. Oh, here. You'll eventually meet with Triss again in The Witcher 3. You'll make your way to her apartment only to find that it's been ransacked by witch hunters, and make your way up to her bedroom. You can find a dried up Rose of Remembrance next to her bed, which shows that Triss has kept the flower you gave her after all of this time. When you actually meet with Triss, she'll invite you over to her hideout, where you can give her the rose once again. See, you kept the Rose of Remembrance I gave you in Flotsam. This little detail is why Triss is so much better than Yennefer.
How many sprays with these popular fragrances? If you want a slight bit of projection, if you go outside, you have to go 50 sprays. I'm sorry, you have to. Yes, 5 zeros. And 15, 50. Plus you need ice cream super overism as well, aka Molly. With Rasassi Hawas, 15 to 20 is good. It's a fresh fragrance. You can
Thank you for agreeing to help. My valet warned me you might come with a friend. I'd prefer as few as possible knew of Albert's flight. But if you trust this man...
Like no one else.
Any sign of the hunters recently?
Since they attacked my servant at the market, none. All has been quiet. But I bribed a man of the Temple Guard. He claims there's more and more talk of Albert in the ranks.
How did the guardsmen learn about your son's interests to begin with?
Unfortunately, I cannot be sure Albert himself was not the source. Merely boasting about an experiment. He's careless that way.
Maluco não entra. Eu não aguento ficar solo. Meu Deus do céu.
Like his father. A kind man, but a dimwit. Devoured by an Arrakis. I don't know if you've heard.
Yeah. Must have traveled far and wide.
Hardly. He attempted to breed them. Perhaps I should be pleased Albert adopted alchemy as his hobby. A safe one, relatively speaking. Until recently, that is.
Let's get Albert. Where is he?
Entertaining guests. He's always been an outsized presence at my receptions. I preferred not to arouse any suspicions.
When can we take him away?
We shall have to wait until the guests have imbibed enough to notice only the goblet-laden trays. Don't fret. It won't be long.
How will we recognize him?
He's donned a panther mask. He knew you were due to come for him. Seemed rather excited, ironically. I'm afraid he's not fully comprehended the danger he faces. As I said, he's not terribly bright.
Don't worry about that. He'll fit right in with a good number of the other mages.
Geralt! Let's go find him.
I shall await word from you.
Let's look for Albert.
My husband's a supervisor by trade.
Mark my words, I'll kick him out. Get another night with that whore.
Told him off, didn't I? Stuck him right in the bollocks, I did.
Well done, old chap.
I'm not just some old shot. I'm a captain. Sure I told.
What is it?
Oh, what a monstrosity.
Oof. Told him off, didn't I?
My husband's a supervisor by
Right
trade.
in the bollocks,
Well
Can't
done, old
breathe. Oh, he's still here.
You're a I'm a captain. Sure I told.
What a monstrosity.
My husband's a supervisor by trade.
Still mark my words, I'll kick him out. Get another night with that whore.
Her father and I were chums. I knew...